Hey, who made the Septopus? Is that ABS? Not ABS. Is that Anyway, I recognize the avatar. Another member had an avatar. Anyway, so the map, it's decent. The connectors from Spawn, the Spawn looks kind of basic, and people were like just saying that the displacement ground looks ugly, and it does. It looks like really basic and ugly, and overall it's very gray. Even though color doesn't really seem to matter that much, you want to stay away just from grays while you're in the alpha tests. Like everything's really gray. At least the buildings, the insides aren't, and that's fine. But the outsides are really gray, like with the rocks and stuff. And that sounds like a small point, but like it does affect like morale of players. Like it's boring, so you might want to change. Either find like a displacement blend texture like you have on these things. You know, like how you can like blend the two textures here. Find or I think this might be the same texture. Or find one that's not grass. You know, find one that's like a different type of rock and just do like blends of rock. Or just I don't know. Maybe it's fine, but then I don't know. Maybe put some wood, just regular wood, or like even texture, like the sides of this, all wood. Sides of the big buildings that, I don't know. Anyway, so I'll talk about gameplay. Gameplay of mid, it's really flat. This long distance here is really flat, because it's not like Badlands where you get to it at this position. I don't know, maybe it is kind of like Badlands. Sorry, I just ate McDonald's, so my stomach is a little bit burpy but when I'm talking, but see how everything just feels like a little bit too big? Like if I was a soldier firing a rocket all the way across here, it's like it's quite the distance to try to hit someone head on. Like, and though you have places to jump to and that helps, a lot of the regular combat just feels like it takes place over too long of a distance. You know? Like the boxes and the little parts under here, that helps, but it overall just feels really more flat than it should be. And if it is going to be this flat, then you should just size down, you know, the width of it. So instead of going from all the way from here all the way over to here, maybe you'd go all the way over to here instead. You know, just pull this whole section of the map inwards a little bit. I guess you could, this would be the harder section to pull inwards. You pull this whole section inwards a little bit up to like here or something. And yeah, that would like completely get rid of this lower part here. And yeah, but that's the point, you know. This stairwell, it's probably a little bit too awkward. Like you might want to get rid of the railing and just have a regular ramp that's like extended outwards to this width, because railings they get in everyone's way. It's just kind of boring. It's kind of hard to tell that that's actually a death pit just because you can't see anything beyond that. You might want to consider just having a very temporary skybox, or even like a 3D skybox, I mean, that just extends over that way. Just people go, oh, it is actually like a death pit. Or you have something that just like shows around the horizon that like, yeah, it is like, it's a pit, you know. I know that's like, it's like alpha, and you might even change the layout, but like a 3D skybox, like it seriously only takes like 5 seconds to do. So I think it doesn't actually seriously take 5 seconds. It takes like max 10 minutes, you know. So it'll be fine. Honestly, yeah, the biggest problem is just how flat and how long the gameplay is on mid. It's very repetitive. It seems I get to mid in the same way every time. Oh, I want to mention quickly, I mentioned in feedback, but this left route, even though that there's an arrow here, it looks really unsafe. Look how like steep this ramp is. Like it almost doesn't look like that is an actual route, especially coming out of the spawn. Like you just, even though there's an arrow there, you don't go, oh, that's probably a route I can take. Okay, I gotta go because the map time just ended, but I'll post this on your thread, and then you'll see it, I guess. Oh no, I can't hit escape.